Today for New Music Monday, we're going to check out the brand new release from the Melvins, and it's called Hold It In. It's amazing to think that this is the 20th studio release from the Melvins, and to know the Melvins is to love the Melvins. They've gone through a number of different players in the band over the years, and this time around it's kind of a supergroup, as Jeff and Paul from the Butthole Surfers join Dale and Buzz from the Melvins, and well, yeah, supergroup as far as I'm concerned. The lead single is the first track on the album, and it starts off in high gear with that classic Melvins sound. I love this track. It's so good. Sadly though, as soon as that track is done, this album takes a very weird left turn. And the almost pop-like songs they start making, I'm not sure if they were trying to be ironic or something like that. It just to me comes off as something that's beneath what these four can do together. It almost felt to me like they were trolling the audience. It was just so bad. I had to really research and say, is this the actual album they were releasing, or are they just screwing with us as fans? It almost sounds more like a Foo Fighters record, and that's not to slam the Foo Fighters at all. But sonically, they are vastly different from the Melvins. They're in two different complete categories or worlds, and it's just not what I was expecting to hear on this record. Thankfully, after about 5 minutes of that, this record settles in right where I want it to be. It's that heavy, sludgy, droney metal the way only Buzz and Dale can do. It sounds great. Well, at least for a moment it does. The story of this record is the fact that it keeps bouncing back and forth and all over the place. It's got these odd tracks that are almost like heavy Devo. I don't know, I don't want to slam Devo, and that's not a slam, but that's kind of what it comes off as. And then it goes back to that classic Melvins sound. I guess it's just about who's in the band right now and where they draw from musically. There's also a lot of moments on this record where it sounds like they're going towards the Reverend Horton Heat sound. Again, not to slam them at all, but it's not what I expect when I put on a Melvins record. Ultimately, that makes this a very frustrating record to get through because it just keeps going all over the place. There's no flow, you can't really sink in, and when they start making really good sound, the song's over and they go in a different direction that's nowhere near as good. Most of these songs are good on their own. There's no question there. These guys are extraordinary musicians, but it's just inconsistent in every possible sense of the word. I guess it's a bit too much on the rock side and not enough on the metal side for me. Or more to the point, it's a bit too light a sound for what I want out of the Melvins. There are definitely a handful of tracks here for people who really like heavy music, but you're really gonna have to pick and choose and suffer through some substandard music to get there. And on the Bite or Borrow It, this one is a borrow it. Those few tracks that are worth hearing are definitely worth hearing because they're really good, but the rest of the album you can just kind of throw away. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook right here, and I'll see you guys again next time.